Alright, we're back here with the Battle of Lutter. And we'll pick off where we left off. And here's the situation down here. I guess these are companies. And we've established that these names here are captains. These are just like square formations of pikes surrounded or mingled in with some muskets. But here is the situation. It is the Imperial Turn. They will attempt to rally. These troops here with the parentheses are disrupted, wandering about. Now, another key thing about our rally is it is a fog turn. Had to do a little bit of errata. Added a smoke and it should be fog. That's why it looks like that. But anyway, we'll be going down here and working our way on up on the rally phase. Like I said, it's getting kind of late, and the Imperials are dangerously close to being demoralized. Or not the Imperials, the Danish are getting close to being demoralized. So we'll see. At 122. Oh, let's see here. Their limit is 182. My finger, there you go. Alright, 182. Meanwhile, the Danish get 168. And they're at 173. Huh. I thought it was the other way around. Huh. Danish are doing good. Let me look at that again. Be right back. Okay, we're all good. I was looking at the colors. This color here should be green with the red eliminated victory points, and then there you go. So yeah, the Imperial green are the ones that are closest to the being demoralized, which is contrary to where I think what happened in history. Historically, it was let me see, a rollover. It was a pretty easy victory for the Imperials against the Red Danish. We're back with the Imperial morale phase, or rally phase. Alright, Imperial rally phase. Be looking at our first unit here. Some cavalry, light cavalry. Captain of Desvers. Alright, we'll add a 1 for his value, but we will minus a 1 because it's foggy out. It's hard to see these guys, especially in the woods. Looking for a 5 or 6. 1. No chance of that happening. Alright, I don't see anybody that's near him that needs to be rallied. So we'll put him back on top of his unit, work our way up here. And we do see that we have a B Gallus, which is a big formation. I think at A and B means there's big formations. There's nobody around them. No, not adjacent or anything. So B Gallus, their units are wandering around in the rear. We're coming up here. We see a little Kronberg, but the guy we really want to take care of is Tilly. So we'll go down here to the old Schmidt Brigade. I forgot what we called those units, but anyway, we minus in 1, but we'll be adding 3, so +2 to these die rolls on these. We'll get rid of that die. It ain't no luck. Alright, old Tilly. Next, still B Schmidt. Looking to gather him around. He gets a 5, +2 is a 7. So they will definitely rally for us. Alright. Tilly will be looking to rally the left skirmishers with a +2. Oh, skirmishers, I ain't having no part of it. Alright, next for Tilly will be the A Schmidt Brigade, our company, our battalion. +2 with a 6. That will work for the A Schmitz. Tilly rallying his forces. Now I'm going to check the rules and make sure he can rally all these guys. Maybe there's a limit on how many rallies he can attempt. Alright, now he'll be with the unit he's named after. The alternate Tilly battalion. It's an A formation, so it's pretty large, supposedly according to the rules. Looking for A Tilly with a +2. Oops. Oh, no good. They won't have any part of it in the fog. Alright, we'll come on up here some. And they can't rally because they are in the A-Lieb zone of control. Zone of controls don't stop movement in this game, but they do stop rally attempts. Alright, we're up here. We see nobody else that needs to attempt to rally. Rally phase will be over for this turn. And looking around. Oh. Alright. I believe it's now artillery time. We always like that. Let's make sure over here. The old first player turn, rally phase, artillery phase. Alright. Clear shot here with this battery. Oh, I think that's it. I don't see anybody else. Oh, we got 2 batteries. I can definitely shoot. Be right back. Alright, we're back for some artillery strikes. But keeping in mind, this number right here for the Imperials, 173, and they top out on their demoralization of 182. They got 9 points of morale left. After that, their whole army's reduced. So we really got to pick and choose our fights and make sure we don't lose any units. Note to be made, 1st battery, of course, gonna fire at old Linzau, the old Linzatow Company across the river. Be right back. Alright, we'll stick with this dice. It's been pretty lucky for the Imperials. Rolling for an artillery attack. Right here across the river with a 2-hex range. In the fog. Huh. We'll have to look and see about that. Yeah. Die roll of 6. 2-hex range. With a 6 is nothing. Artillery fire results. Place a bombardment. We'll look under fog real quick. We'll be right back. Alright, there are restrictions for artillery. And it's just they have a 2-hex range, so we were good to go. There are no other modifiers. 2-hex range stays in effect, but you ain't gonna do that with a 6 roll anyway. Next, artillery. Ooh, who do we want to shoot at here? Guess the old Hatsfield Battalion across the river. Looking for a better die roll. Low numbers for artillery. 2. Ooh. 2-hex range and a 2 is a DD. Dispersed. We'll be right back. Alright, I guess the effect is just disrupted. No other effects. That will take care of the Imperial artillery phase. We'll look over here, and it will be movement. Prison players are following movement. Alright. No scheduled reinforcements. Capture artillery. Way back. This is the before. Alright, this here being... Sorry about that. Alright, this here being the after. We will see what we got going on here. Now the key thing is, like I said, you cannot lose no units for the Imperials. So we're coming up here, you always want to feast on low-hanging fruit. These disrupted units. But we're going out for an all-out attack. Down the line, I think I got some alright odds. I don't want to lose any units, but there's some weak units across these rivers. I can start eliminating some of these units with some good attacks. Put me in general with this one. The way this game works, it'll be a dance partner deal. He goes here, he goes here, he goes here, he goes here, and he has to go with these two. You got to attack. Somebody's got to be attacking somebody when you're doing this tactical, so close quarters type combat. Here I've generally moved units back. He's got some strong units up here, and I can't afford to lose. So I got 9 points worth of morale, but I did bring me a really nice cavalry unit on down here. Get a little bit of some blocking action. They doubled their movement because they were using the road march. They came from all the way up here, but there you go. Units turned sideways and moved. Oh, we will proceed now with the next phase. Looking that up as we speak. And its poor girlfriend's upstairs. She's still sick under the weather. She's got a bad cough though, so I'm feeling 100%. I feel great. I'm just a little bit gotta get back to normal, to get back to strength from being, so weak for 2 weeks. But I'm doing really good. Over with the flu. It lost the battle. Alright, first player rallied my movement. Reinforcements, capture armor, artillery. Nope, we will go to combat phase. Imperial. Now, one thing we have to decide as the Danish is somebody still gets to use their salvo. Forgot to find out who that is and if that can even work during the fog phase. We'll be right back. Alright, only on clear weather turns, but we got something else going on here. I dropped a leader. I just seen him on the floor. I'm thinking of this. It's a good thing he didn't get in the trash can. I got my trash can down here. Alright, we'll be looking for him. We can put another leader here on the board. That'll definitely help for their side. Be right back. Alright, old White was with a disrupted unit. So we will, he's got a movement point factor of 8. We're going to put him with one of these battles. Be right back. Alright, I think his 1 will make more of a difference on that 12 going against a 3. So we'll put him right here. I don't think he'll make too much of a difference on the odds. His little 1 might help these guys here, though, going across against the old Orsaby cavalry. We'll be back with combat. Alright, we're ready for combat. Oh. Coming up on down here, we got the old leader slipped over. We get to add that number to the overall strength. First combat will be going against a disrupted unit. Then old Furstenberg, he's gonna have the toughest one going across there, and like I said, can't lose any units. Kronberg will be helping his battalion or brigade going across the river against somebody that is also disrupted. Wright is going to help his brigade go across and attack a light cavalry across the river. Nice little attack there. A Gallus, big old unit, battalion going across the river to wade into some cavalry. Wait for him on the other side. And old today. He has to go against 2 units. Combat strength 8. He's coming at him with 15. That'll be it. We'll be back with the first combat. Alright then, getting ready for the attack. But I've been looking over the rules here real quick. And I think I've got a key rule on this zones of control that I might not have been using. It could be real key to the game. And I'm talking about right here. Zones of control do not extend across unabridged river hex sides. But then you go down here. Combat is mandatory when a good order unit is in zone of control of a adjacent enemy combat unit. So this supersedes this, meaning these units here don't have to attack. Only if I was right here would it be mandatory. So that definitely makes a difference in all these attacks and the whole game. Actually, I should call it a misfire and start it over, but we will continue. But definitely make note of that rule. I'll be back. Alright, getting ready to continue here with our playthrough. And really surprised about that rule overlook. I don't know how I could have did that through this whole game. That the zones of control don't extend across the creek. We've been playing it the other way the whole time, so hopefully it didn't have too much to do with the game. But we'll be playing it correct now. And I've been looking over that and seeing that, but and maybe we've been playing it the right way. But from what I remember, that's why I had everybody with the little hex buffer between them because I thought it was mandatory. Now this hex here, where this bridge is, this is a mandatory attack, so he has to go this way. It does not have to go that way towards the guns, so that'll definitely have an effect on this latest attack. And we're looking forward to Woodstock. And in that scenario, the cavalry are allowed to charge. They're not allowed to charge in this scenario. But we still got some turns left. And like I said, that'll definitely help because I was looking at some of these attacks after I started them, and they were low odds attacks, and the Imperial forces can't afford any losses. They got 9 value left, 9 morale left before they get demoralized. Easy for me to say. Okay, we will be back here with our first battle. Then first attack, mandatory. We got a 2-1 down here with old Anholt and his pretty nice unit. The old Herbersdorf the Herbersdorf regiment or brigade, and they're one of the strongest on the map. Them and this one up here for the Danish, the Lieb. Them are your big boys. So we were attacking with our biggest unit here. There's a 2-1 attack. A little help from old Anholt. And we're rolling a die. Well, can't get it. Keep it in the battle box. The 2. Alright. 2-1 with a 2. And it is no effect, I guess. Wait, it's 1 and 2. 2-1 with a 2 DD. That will be a dispersal result. And he'll probably be eliminated because he's already disrupted. Oh, it's on him. I thought this might have been like the. I play one game and I think I swear, but I don't think he's got the combat results. I thought they did. Zones of control, stacking, it would be right around here. Oh, no. Explanation in this combat results table. Alright. Disrupted units. When a player disrupts a control unit, units at their side. Disruption has no effect on leaders and artillery units. Alright, well, I'm just assuming he is out. And he'll go over here. He'll count as 14 points against Danish. So Imperial will put him. Oh, we're doing it by strength. We gotta add 14 or minus 14. Hold on, we'll do that real quick. Alright. Minus 14 from the Danish morale. And they're at 122. So rather add to it. 122 plus, and he was a 14. Be right back. Alright then. Under the 100 table. 136 is the Danish morale. Let's see what they top out at. Oh, let me see here. Danish 136. They top out at 168, so they got a ways to go. About 30 morale points left compared to the 9 for the Imperials, so that'll definitely help. I don't think there's anything. Let's see over here. DD. All defending units are disrupted. Defending units which were previously disrupted are instead eliminated. It says nothing about attack or advance after combat. Let me look that up real quick. We'll be right back. I don't see anything about advance after combat, so we will go on to the next combat. Now, like I said, this one here, we will not do. I'm not attacking across the river. This is great. You can pick and choose which one you want because it's not mandatory. It says something else. This one here, we will, but he's doubled. Now, if you do go across the river, these guys are doubled, so that'll be 15. Oh, nope, a 12. 12 versus a 6, 2 to 1. We'll take that attack. So a 2 to 1 attack right there with a 3. Another 2 to 1 with a 3 is a DX. And then a DX it has Disruption Exchange. We'll be right back. Alright, then as a result of combat, these guys are disrupted. And these units here are disrupted again, which means they were disrupted already and they're eliminated. So we'll be adding another +6 to the total here. And we're getting close now. Hold a second, we'll be right back. Alright, putting the Danish morale up to 142. So here we have the 100 marker, 40 down to 2. So demoralized, 142 for the Danish. And he is, I think, 168. But here's the unit that was eliminated. And he don't count for, I think he counts for victory points, or not victory points. But counts for demoralization, but not victory points. I think that's the way it goes. We'll check them out later. That's why I got them separated. Alright, continuing up here now. It says units were demoralized, or disrupted, trying to attack across the river, but in the attack, these disrupted units were eliminated. Our next attack will be a 13. Alright. This is a 6, but they're in the woods and across the river. So we'll see what's up with that. Be right back. Alright. We're going across the river, doubles them, and being in the woods doubles them again. No attack. We won't be doing that one. Now what we will do is Ertwit, or Ertwit, will attack Neil, or Nell, across the river. And that'll just be a, 13 to 14. It's a 1 to 2. I don't like those odds either. So, I don't believe we'll do that attack. This next one coming up here is a 12 versus a 10. Huh. I won't do that attack. I don't have to do that attack, so it'll be a 12 versus a 14. Don't want to do that one. This one here is mandatory though. 12, 13, 14, 15 versus a 10. Be a 1 to 1. 1 to 1 attack. I think we're looking for a high number for a change. Yep. 3s are wild. That is no effect under the 1 to 1, so there you go. I believe that'll be it for the attacks. And we definitely gained some morale reductions from the Danish forces. Alright, we'll see here what goes on next. First player turn rally, artillery movement, combat. Further units may be required to attack adjacent enemy units. Yep, we know all about that. Second player turn, player B, which is the Rads, the Danish. Oh, I'm getting these things all mixed up, going back and forth here. Okay. Is not a phasing player. Follows the same sequence as number as A. Okay. Alright. Rally phase. Be back for the Danish in red. Old Christian. Just so you can rally now. I gotta look and see. Can you rally if you're not next to a leader? You just don't get no bonus. You can't rally if you're in a zone of control, but you can rally. We'll see. We'll be right back. Alright, got that all straightened out. So, who is going to try to rally? He will try to rally, but he's getting some -1 because of the fog. So, I'll grab us a die. -1, look for a 5 or 6. He won't be rallying anytime soon. Alright, coming down the line here. Let's get a closer look at these guys here. Old Ransow. Looking for a high roll for old Ransow. -1 because of the fog. He gets a 4. He won't be rallying. Okay, well, unlike them, old Slammersdorf gets a even, no fog penalty because he's got a leader yelling and screaming at him. Looking for a high roll. 3, no good. Nobody wants to rally for the Danes. They say they got better things, warmer things in bed elsewhere. Alright, that'll be it for the rally phase. Come back here. Coming on back here. Sequences of play. Artillery. Oh, where is my artillery? Can they shoot? Oh, yes they can. 1 battery. 2 batteries. 3 batteries. Nothing going on with this one. Ain't nobody really shoot at. Plus it's foggy. I can only shoot 2 hexes away. And I got units in front of me here. Artillery can't be moved there for the rest of the game. We got 1 battery here. It's going to fire. We'll use the big fire and die. And off it goes with a 5. Alright, 1 hex range. The 5 is no good. It's a little collection of cannons in the fog. Couldn't hit the water if they were standing on a pier. Alright. The artillery in this game has definitely been anticlimactic, but it's got its potentials. Alright, we are going to go to the movement phase now. Let's see if we can put the hurt 9, I believe, morale points. Gotta try to take somebody out. We'll be back. Alright, so I'm moving on my units here. And I'm noticing that I really don't have that many leaders on the Danish side. I only had 1, Fuchs. And I thought, yeah, I knew they were a little bit short on leaders. And I had 1 captured. But I kept on looking around. I noticed I forgot all about old Christian from Denmark. And I'm looking, and there ain't no Christian anywhere. I was about ready to cancel the game, say, well, I lost my unit. But yeah, I do remember there was one. But remember earlier, I had my trash can down here, and that 1 leader was in there. Well, another one, old Christian, must have been in there too. You can see he's a little bit wet on the side. I think some soda or something must have got on him. Yeah, he's wet, but he was in the trash can, and I was looking for him. I was like, man, I know I got more leaders. So what we're gonna do is we'll put him somewhere. He was down around here, but I don't know how many turns he's been. He might not have been in the trash can too long. Maybe just when I moved over here, maybe a couple hours ago. But yeah, him and another leader, old Airhold or somebody, was in my trash can. It's the only thing is I got this sweater on, and you got to kind of watch it. There's some kind of clothes like a robe or something you just don't want to wear when you're wargaming. I roll my sleeves up here as they hit it. But let me go ahead and place Christian, and we'll get on commence with the movement. You can see all the ones that move sideways. And again, that no zone of control extending across the river definitely has a big effect. So this is just going to be a learn through, a little bit of a messed up game, and we're looking forward, like I said, to Woodstock. We're going to finish this one here on out, and we'll be back with the end of movement and combat. All right, we're back. We're going to put old Christian. We're going to make up for maybe the fuck up, and we'll put him up here. I'm going to put him with this army because that'll give him, I think, I'll make that a 2-to-1 attack. But I think that's basically the only attack we're going to have. I will look around. I think it says in the rules you got to call out your attacks. So let me look and see what we got going on here. This unit here will attack Kronberg. Wish I could get some leader down there. But what I do with my leaders, put them here for rallying purposes. Move no Foosh over there. So 1 attack here. No attack. No attack. This will, I guess, will have to be a mandatory attack going against old Tilly, but no attacks here, and then no attacks going on up that way. So that'll be me calling out my attacks. First attack here will be a go across the river. 10 versus a 7. It'll only be a 1-to-1. We'll be back. Alright then, 1-to-1 attack. The old Untitled Battalion going across the river against Kronberg and his disrupted infantry. 1-to-1 attack. The result is a 5. Oh, a 5 will be a DX, which is exchange of disruptions. Let me look at the specifics and we'll be right back. Alright, so game-changing combat there. We look underneath this rule here, though. It says exception. If a combat result eliminates a combat unit in the hex, the player must eliminate all units in that hex, or rather all leaders in that hex, if an enemy zone of control is projected. No enemy zone of control is projected across the river on that there with our epic blunder of misinterpreting rules. But yeah, so Kronberg will stay there, but more importantly, we're adding 11 to the Imperial morale. They're at 173. Well, yeah, 173. They'll be at 183 with this, I think. And 183 will be 184 probably. And the Imperial limits 182. We could be looking at a demoralized army now. We'll be right back. Alright. Old Linstow. Let's get his name right here. Linstow. His battalion going across the river broke the back of the Imperial side, because now they have 184 as their morale level, and the Imperial was 182. So there you go. 184. Yep, there you go. We got down here, we got the army as demoralized. So that affects a lot of stuff. That affects the ability to attack. I don't think they can attack when they're demoralized. We'll look at some other rules. I guess we'll go along here with the rest of these combats, but that definitely helps. Alright, well that's this result. He'll stay there. Let's look at some other combats here. Well, look at the effects of the demoralized army. We'll be right back. Alright, so the effects are: infantry units cannot rally with or without a leader. So once you're disrupted, they're done. Cavalry units can only rally on a modified roll of 6. Result of 6 or more. Disrupted units have a movement factor of 4 hexes. Supersedes the 2 hex movement, yep. Artillery units cannot bombard unless stacked with a leader. And we will use the optional rule: demoralized army, good order, or blah 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 blah, cannot conduct road marches or use special tactics. Alright, well that is it. We will see here if we can, I guess we can still attack. But yeah, we're gonna go up here and continue on with our combats. And this one here will be a leader Christian 20 versus a cavalry unit of 10. It'll be a 2-to-1 attack. We'll go for that. With a 2, nobody wants to do anything in this game. 2-to-1 attack with a 2 is a DD. So the Erwit cavalry unit has been disrupted. Alright, there you go. We got other units up there that are disrupted too, so you gotta watch out here. But it is definitely a change from the historical result. And the old Danes are getting some what for. Alright, we'll be back. I think that's it for combats. After that, we'll go down here to combat phase. Record and a turn. This is the final turn scenario. The game ends. That final game turn will go next to turn number 8. And the Imperial Army has been demoralized. We'll have some definitely effects, but it looks like the Imperials are definitely inflicting more casualties. Yeah. These are Imperial casualties inflicted by the Danish. I got some pretty high numbers up there, 12s, 15s. Yeah, you can see how. Well, you got a bunch of 6 and 4s, but well, that was it. So broke the camel's back. Imperials 184. Be back. All right, big mistake. He was attacking him. It wasn't a 1-to-1. It was a 1-to-2, and it was a 5 result. And that 5 result is attacker disrupted. So I'm gonna have to look back on him and find out what unit he was. But he gets disrupted. Not the unit that was with Kronberg, and I believe that was shoot. What was that? Was that a Furtenberg? I think it was the Furtenberg. I'll look back there, but he gets his morale back, and his whole army will not be demoralized. So we're just making mistake after mistake in this game, and it's a good thing I watched it. I went across the river here, and I did not double this unit. So let me go back and rewind, find out what unit that was, put him back, and we will be moving these guys back into good order. Their army will not be demoralized yet. They'll be close, but not yet. I'll be right back. All right. So it was the old Furstenberg. We put these guys back, and we'll be adding 11 to the Imperial, or minusing 11 from the Imperial. So they're at 184 minus 11. We'll be right back. All right, that'll give them back to 173. So we'll go down here to 100. Flip that over to 70. Flip that over to 3. All right, they're not demoralized. I'm glad I caught that. Good thing I watch my videos before I post them. I catch all kinds of mistakes there, so make sure there wasn't any other mistakes, because if there was any more attacks going across here, I had to double these guys. So the Imperials get a little bit of a reprieve on a messed up attack. We'll be right back. All right, before we proceed any further, we got another mistake that we made, and that was we didn't proceed with this attack. So we're going to proceed with this attack here, and then we'll move on with the die roll for the fog. But yeah, I just caught that one too. So yeah, things are changing, but we're catching them to keep the game integrity. All right, then this will be a 1-to-2 attack with a 3. No effect. So we didn't have to do anything anyway. All right, 1-to-2 to 3 is no effect. So therefore, we were rolling a die for the turn 8 fog. Need anything but a 1 or 2. Get a 4, it is clear, which means the Danish can employ salvo if they need be. That might be a good option for them. Imperials still got a fighting chance. We've gotten everything, all the mess ups straightened out. Are ready for a good game and game integrity. We'll be back.